Daily check-ins. The League Awards hosted by Kato and Shocks is returning on November 28th. That's what's up. That's what's up. Red Bull and Marriott Bonvoy is sponsoring it. Come on now. Kato is officially the face of Riot Games. They're gonna replace the logo with Kato's beautiful, gorgeous, smug face. I've already reached out to the big Kato Lamont. Hopefully, there's something we can do together. Maybe I sit there and say something. Oh, these comments are, I don't know, Reddit and Twitter, bro. It's so polarizing, by the way. Let's take a look at this. Caps versus Genji at World's music video Sacrifice versus Reality. Ooh, bro, this silent sequence is mental, by the way. If you haven't seen this.
With this Red Bull Baron power play, G2 continue to take down at structures.
Make your heart was a sacrifice. Every scream.
Solar Flare's gonna hit on towards the backline. That's Perks.
You cry.
Caught out, but you can see Life almost down before you can even get out of the
This is a crazy one, by the way.
fight. Ignite ticking on Caps, used at the start to dodge the spear.
Yo, eat luxury, thank you very much.
He's gonna come back up and with the ammo.
Bomba clotted! Bomba!
That is the most illegal ammo I have ever seen. Clint dives in, Rascal dives in, but they've already done, and Caps is still alive, and he's almost back up to full
Rip.
HP. Ruler.
All alone.
The last man standing. And what a
Bomba.
beat for Genji as
Cool.
he goes down.
Cool. That's very cool, bro. Why is Riot so stupid? What you talking about, Willis? What is the schedule of the day? VKS versus TSW, CFO versus Fnatic. Alright, Team Secret Wales win, CFO win, KT win, Bilibili win, T1 win, How Alive win, G2 lose, Genji win. Why is Riot so stupid? It's fucking 2 AM in Brazil. It's okay, bro. It's okay. It's okay. Am I crazy or is Bard kind of broken if you have more than 2 brain cells? What a take. MCoy Midwin. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about what people say. I know what my team and I are capable of. That's what matters. I want to give it my all and you're still in time to jump into the GOAT's boat. Still time to jump into the GOAT's boat. Come on now. Shout out to the GOAT's boat. Wait, users viral posted on Reddit? That's kind of random.
Gelo no copo, piscando a fachada, gatinha rebola na.
It's fucking brain rot, bro. Fucking brain rot, bro. Fucking brain rot. Alright, let's see the Bwipo interview. Did you watch teaser for the Swiss? Nah, blood. The teaser for the Swiss, we watch it before the game. You look a bit jet lagged. Did you rest well at night? Mr. Sabo, don't do this, bro. It's so weird when people talk about, oh, you look tired. You're not my, well, you think you're my mom or what, bro? Don't be weird. Bwipo, what I said was ridiculous. It was a terrible take. I'm sorry for misrepresenting the LTA and that my action led to this. Alright, how's your trip to China been so far? How Flag was preparing for the tournament? As always, and of course, always a pleasure to come back to Age and practice here. Our preparation has been short because of the new format. Usually you play finals around the week between September 7th and 14th and have about 3 weeks to prepare for the start of Worlds in October. We played last week of September. We only had 5 days of Korean bootcamp before heading straight to China. That can actually be an advantage, especially for Western teams, playing your own mets up, catching people off guard, works well when the other time don't have prep for what you're good cooking. Cope. I think it's way better for the Korean and Chinese teams. I think having less prep is not an advantage for the Western teams. But it's okay. Like, it's the same like the middle of an interview. You gotta be able to cope. You gotta be able to cope. Let it go, bro. Let it go. Sunrako, thank you much for the gifted sub. Appreciate that. How things with Ibrahim Gakos Samet Bulu will he be still splitting stream? As far as I understand, he's not playing or not splitting any stream time. For me, the most important part of him being is getting experience of being at Worlds, staying at the hotel, following the practice schedule, understanding what to expect in an international event. Yep. Before Worlds, you faced backlash from misogynistic comments on stream. How have you been doing mentally since then? Do you feel ready for the tournament? Do you have any regrets about what happened? Flag was really, really helpful in supporting me and making sure everything was okay personally. I need to take a moment to think this through because I want to make sure I don't say the wrong thing. That's something new I've learned. Flag gave me a lot of space and leeway not only to forgive and let me grow, but also to support me and the team and to make sure I could still be a part of it regardless of what happened. At one point, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I feared for my career. I didn't know if I'd even be able to play at Worlds. The thing about being wrong and asking for forgiveness is that it's not your place to decide what the rightful punishment is. All you can do is lower your head and accept whatever comes, whether it's from the public, the authorities, or the authorities. What the fuck? Anyone else. Because when you ask for forgiveness, you have to accept what they deem fair. It's really rough, especially because I didn't believe what I said, listened back and thought what I said was ridiculous. It didn't make sense. The Bwipo just fucking he just thinks out loud. That's how he plays League and talks about League. So I hope people can give him some grace, you know. But you still have to acknowledge it and take responsibility for it. I think he has. But I learned a very valuable lesson. I can't just think out loud. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because sometimes you're running thoughts through your head, trying to reach a conclusion and say something before realizing it's wrong. Obviously, that was a huge blunder on my part. I feel really bad about it because I don't believe it. That's been the hardest part. Not being able to defend myself and say, I don't believe this. I know I said it. And even there were no consequences, I would still agree it was a terrible take. After the finals, you said the haters would get the chance at Worlds, and people took that as you designated those who called you out as haters. That was definitely a lapse of judgment on my part. I didn't realize that a lot of people who accepted were reacting to what I said, and that makes total sense. When you're a professional player, have respect for your fans and appreciating that the time that they invest is the most important thing. All right. Despite everything, Worlds is still time to be excited. I want to take the opportunity to apologize for misrepresenting the LTA. And there you go. There you go. TSW Taki, I've been working out my hips a lot so I can give you guys the best dance possible. Ain't no way that's a headline. I've been working out my hips. He's been working out his hips. I don't even want to open that interview. Chinese solo queue is super much fun. It's supposed to be to 0-0 10 minutes. On World's Prep, we couldn't scrim much Asian teams in Shanghai. Only Flag with CFO and all these teams. Life in China, I like the country, but I miss bocadillos a lot. I have no idea what bocadillos are. Hidon is the new head coach of Team Red. He's replacing Machuki. All right, and there we have it. I will dominate. I will dominate. I will dominate. I think this is so good for the scene. I hear people say, "Oh, this guy is just a co-streamer, bro." This guy, like dumb, co-streams in a way that is coming from a perspective of someone that is deeply invested in highest level of League and gameplay. Like Dom is not someone that screeches at the screen, you know, and does whatever, you know. Like he is invested in the highest level of League. And he was coaching C9 remotely while also doing the co-streams. Dom is like one of the only people that works more than I do, you know? Like, he might be the only person in the world that does. Like, I work like a motherfucker, but Dom works like a motherfucker, you know? And I think when someone that has the full comfort of having, you know, money and all that jazz and being a very successful streamer, then to jump into this, it means that it comes from the right place, you know. It comes from the right place because he's doing it for all the right reasons. He wants to fucking prove something. And I know from Dom's side, you know, it's like he as a person, I know that he would do well. He's gonna do so well in person. There are so many. It's limited in terms of what you can do remotely, and when you have other people that are supposed to do the things that you think should be done, and you're also coming in and you're working with someone like, let's say, Reaper that knows what's up. It's like now, like, Dom is gonna get the reins. And always when something like this happens, if you like internally promote someone to this position, I think that plain and simple, like all the players are on board. The players are begging for this, asking for this, and then you have, of course, the situation where that already is such a big entry point. I think Dom is gonna hit it out of the park. He's gonna do a great job. My G.